Hi, you guys. Ow. Ah. Ah. Okay, hello, little dolls' faces. It's me, Beth Hoyt, your host. This is My Damn Channel Live, and it's Monday. I'm okay. How was your weekend? Did you watch the Emmys? I didn't watch them yet, but I did assess all the dresses, which is like 80% of it, right? I liked Jennifer Goodwin's dress the best. By the way, yeah, there it is. Isn't it pretty? Also, I met her at the Young Hollywood Awards. She was the style icon for the year, and she deserves it. And she was super friendly and cool and nice. And that's not why I like her dress. It helps that she's a nice person, but anyway, I really like the dress, and my friend did the embroidery, which I found out after I decided that I liked her dress the best, which means that I also have good taste in friends. What else? This weekend I watched my alma mater, University of Michigan, play terribly and lose to Notre Dame. Boo. I also started watching Vampire Diaries this weekend because Retta told me to, and at first I was all like, but now I'm like pretty ready to like call in sick for life because I just don't want to stop watching it. Like, I love being here, and I'm hanging out with friends, but everywhere I am, I'm just kind of thinking about their love life and like what they're doing and like who's killing who. I'm actually kind of, I just love that show, and I just don't, want it to end, and I love it. Do you guys like Vampire Diaries? Okay. What else is going on? This weekend I also spent some time doing damage control on my mom. Because, I love you, Mom. Did you see on Thursday when I told Retta that it was a lie that my mom uses instant potatoes for Thanksgiving? I really remember this being true. Apparently, my sister also called me and said that is not true, that my mom did make potatoes from scratch. I just don't remember this. But anyway, I told Retta she didn't make potatoes from scratch. It was just a ruse to get invited to Retta's for Thanksgiving. Anyway, my mom was very upset. She texted during the phone and said, that's a lie. She said, you lie like a rug. I do make my own potatoes. And then Retta and I laughed about her saying lie like a rug, and I was like, I don't think she did. And then later on, I texted my mom, and I was like, that was hilarious. And she wrote back, not for me. And then she didn't respond to my texts, but she did get so upset, you guys, about that happening, that she figured out Twitter. That's how upset I've been in this job and like now in doing this stuff for so long, and she's never done it for me, but because she was so upset that she was embarrassed that people thought that she didn't make her potatoes, that she figured out Twitter, made an account, and tweeted at me and Retta. I was very proud of her, but also she's still pissed. Basically, those potatoes that she makes are homemade and from scratch and delicious. We have a comment from YouTube. This is from Bruce Mollenhoff. Why are sagging pants still in fashion? It's because we'll never forget MC Hammer, and it's because women sometimes want to have things that are stylish, and they want to be comfortable on days that they have their periods or just feeling bloated. So there will always be some element of fashion that involves loose bagginess, because we need those articles of clothing, That's why. That is official. We have another comment from YouTube. UnaFan18. Have you traveled outside the U.S., Beth? Yes, I have. I've been to Japan. I went to Japan for like 3 weeks, to my sister city, and to Tokyo with a choir when I was 14. Also on that trip, I turned 15 at my birthday, and then they were like, they're like, how old are you? And I said 15, and they all looked at each other, and apparently you're supposed to be 16 to be on the trip, like legally, and they all just thought, because I looked older, because I looked the same way I do right now, and so then they were all really in trouble, and they were like, just don't tell anyone ever, but I just told all of you. And I went backpacking in Europe in college. I went to, I landed in Paris, and I went to Amsterdam, and Prague, and Venice, and Vienna, then Venice, and then Florence and Rome. And I've also been to Berlin. Okay, wrap. I want to hear about what you guys did this weekend. Keep talking to me. Is that what Simon meant? You have to make sure with Nate. He just held me an upside down sign. Luckily, I can read upside down. It's one of my talents. All right, we're gonna keep talking, but you guys know what happens here on Mondays, right? We talk. Also, it's a new McMahon Monday. It's called Stop or I'll Squirt. Play it.
Intro the bit, Steve.
Okay, fine. This one's called Stop or I'll Squirt.
McMahon! You didn't know? Nah, he ain't playing.
If you shoot my friend with this water gun?
Sure. No, shoot my friend. No, shoot my. Oh!
Wait, what? Wait, huh? Whoa, whoa.
You slept with my sister?
You were hitting on my mom. Get him.
No,
Oh,
no,
go.
no,
Yeah, get him. He hit
no.
on my. Here, get him. Shoot him. Boom, 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 boom.
Give me a bite or I'll shoot him, I promise. Give me some of that salad. Give me a little bit, a crouton.
Get him.
Ah! Oh! Oh!
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Ah!
Him, get him. Retaliation. Oh!
Is this how it is?
Oh yeah. Oh
Is
yeah.
this how
We
it
got you.
ends?
As soon as I see the trigger pulled, you're all going down.
Is this how it's gonna end, huh?
Oh, in the freaking eye. Boom, boom, boom. Come on, sir, help me. Help me, you're on varsity. You're on varsity, help us.
Shoot him.
Shoot him.
Oh!
Oh,
What the heck is
Texas!
this? No.
Matt McManus in the face. Oh, snap.
We're gonna put out the cigarettes, I'm sorry.
We're gonna put out the cigarettes.
What's up? What's happening? What are you saying? Here's a comment from YouTube. It's Angel feels bored. That's mom is nice. I remember when you called her the other day. She is nice. That's also nice things about my mom. No, she is nice. And have you heard? She makes the best potatoes on Thanksgiving. She makes sweet potato crunch and regular mashed potatoes. Sweet potato crunch is crack in a pan. It's like when you've eaten everything like 3 times the amount of meals you should have had, then you dip into that because your belly just is like, you can handle that. You can eat it because it's just sugar and butter and real potatoes. Another comment from YouTube. Ms. 123 Emma 2, what is your best childhood memory? My gosh, it's probably, this is tough, but it's probably, like eating my mom's potatoes on Thanksgiving. It's just a really strong memory for me. And like, there's been, there's other meals that are good, but she makes these like potatoes from scratch, and it's just something I'll never, it's just one of my favorite memories. Next comment from YouTube is from 23 Cookies 007. Do you like Dirty Dancing, the film? I love that movie. I love it so much. I love the soundtrack. I have it on cassette tape. I used to listen to it whenever I mowed the lawn. It's true. That and Reality Bites. We had a riding lawnmower. Our lawn wasn't that big, but we did have one. My dad liked to buy toys, and loved. We used to fight over who got to mow the lawn. It was really a calming, peaceful experience. That's one of my other favorite childhood memories, is listening to Dirty Dancing soundtrack and mowing the lawn. Am I a farmer? No. It sounds like I am. I ruined your image of me. I was very cool, led a very urban life in Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Definitely did that. We have another comment from YouTube. We do. This is from Jukeless Pukeless. What's your favorite alcohol drink? It's so tough. I think these come in categories like for the seasons. In general, it's usually a gin martini, but lately I've been allergic to all my jewelry when I drink gin, so I changed it to vodka. I prefer Tito's. I have that with a twist. I like that. That's really what I love to start the night off with, and just get to it. Just like have my team, just get there. I just want to get to another level. I'm not trying to get like wasted, but just like let's just not have like a beer. Let's get there. I love margaritas in the summer, red wine in the winter. Next comment is from Mrs. Larzy 13. Apart from making videos, what are the things you like to do the most? I love watching TV. I'm not lame. I like watching with people and talking about it, but I feel like I've been talking about that a lot, and it's something I really love doing. And you know how you do that thing when you're like, what do I want to be doing right now? Often it's watching TV, but like with a purpose and, through a series and with friends. I like hanging out with my friends. I really love like dinner parties and games and playing games with friends and doing things like as a group. I really like playing volleyball and tennis, which I haven't done in years, but in my mind, I'm always like, this weekend I'm gonna do that. There's a volleyball court in Brooklyn that I really wanna go to. It's sandy, and it like overviews, you can look at Manhattan and the water, it sounds dreamy and beautiful, and that's something I really like to do, even though I haven't done it yet. I like talking about my fears and never getting over them, even though that's a goal. I like making goals and I love making lists. Another comment from YouTube is from Bryce Schuning. Do you prefer marathoning a series or waiting through the week and watching it as it comes out? Man, marathoning. Doesn't get to happen very often. You really, I mean, you need to have the time and then like the, you know, like lack of self-confidence to like leave your apartment and then also the confidence to be like, it's okay that I'm not leaving. And then also, you know, to have not seen it and to have it all available. But if you can get all of those things combined and then have a season in front of you and just click next, 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 just really not a lot better than in life. But live your lives, you guys. Get out and live your lives. That's a wrap on Monday with a great lesson at the end. Thank you for watching and commenting, you guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tomorrow, Grace is hosting, and her guest is, speaking of TV, Emma Caulfield from Buffy. And on Wednesday, we have a really, really exciting episode planned at the Andrew WK. I'm so excited. I will see you then. You're my favorite. Love you, Mom.